It's not only a new month, it's a new year. So what games will we be able to kick off this new year with? Let's get right into it. Today we're taking a look at the most exciting new games of January 2024. You know that Ubisoft's not going to let a month go by without releasing a new game, and this Prince of Persia game has, maybe unsurprisingly, sparked quite a few debates. Personally though, I'm really excited about it, and I'll tell you why after I explain the controversies. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is bringing the series back to its 2D roots. Some people are okay with this, but many others would have preferred the more popular 3D format. The art style is different, it's a little cartoony, and not everyone loves that. But a bigger issue is that despite this being a Prince of Persia game, you don't actually play as the prince. That's ruffled some feathers. Finally, people straight up hated the song that was used in the reveal trailer. It really didn't seem to fit. But if you can look past the out-of-place song and the fact that this isn't the fabled Sands of Time remake, I think you'll find that the gameplay seems really promising. This is coming from the same development studio that created Rayman Legends, one of the best platformers of all time, so I wouldn't write off Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown just yet. It's coming to current and last-gen PlayStation and Xbox consoles, Nintendo Switch, and PC on January 15th. Fighting game fans, do you realize that in a 7-month period there's been a new Street Fighter game, a new Mortal Kombat game, and to put the cherry on top, in January there will be a new Tekken game. The big three have all shown up, but in my opinion Tekken 8 is, visually at least, the most appealing of all of them. During development, they threw out all of the character models from Tekken 7 and rebuilt everything from scratch to fully utilize the graphical capabilities of Unreal Engine 5. The result is frankly amazing. Tekken has a long history and strong association with arcades, but interestingly, this will be the first Tekken game to release on consoles before it hits arcades. Usually it's the other way around. The decline in popularity of arcades seems to be a big reason for this change, but also Tekken 7 was hugely popular outside of the arcade. The game brought in a new, bigger audience who are all playing on consoles or PC primarily. So it just makes sense that this new game would be released in a way that's accessible to the bulk of the game's fans. If you want to give Tekken 8 a go, it's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on January 26th. Okay, let's talk about The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. The online conversation around this game has basically been a dumpster fire since day one, and unfortunately, this upcoming remaster hasn't done much to help. It hasn't even been 4 years since the original game, and that's left many gamers scratching their heads, wondering why Sony and Naughty Dog have put time and effort into remastering what was already a very, very good looking game. Many people would rather see other first-party games get remastered, games that actually need it, like Bloodborne. Some see this as a cash grab, a ploy to once again milk the fans of the series for money. Personally, I don't view things as cynically. I would have loved to see this upgrade be free, but I actually think the price is fair. It'll be $10 to upgrade if you already own the base game. That comes with graphical enhancements, new content such as new outfits and lost levels, and a new roguelike survival mode. If you don't have the base game, the full remastered package will be available to buy both digitally and physically for $50. This is a deeply divisive game that some adore and others despise. Personally, I love this game and I'm really looking forward to revisiting it. The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster will be available for PS5 only on January 19th. I legitimately have no idea how they keep making so many of these games so quickly. The series used to be called Yakuza, but now it's called Like a Dragon. And the upcoming game, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, will be the third Like a Dragon game to come out in the past 12 months. It's wild. This is probably the most exciting of those three because it's actually a mainline entry. The other two were both spin-offs, and Infinite Wealth is going to be beefy. The main story alone is reported to potentially take over 80 hours to finish, and that's only if you skip out on the side quests. This game will probably easily deliver over 100 hours of content for those willing to put in the time. If you want bang for your buck, this is the game for you in January. Now, personally, when I hear about a game being packed with this much content, my mind immediately conjures the term bloated, and I start to have PTSD flashbacks to games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But from what I've heard, these games aren't that way, and if there's a lot of content, it's good, high-quality stuff, not filler. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth will be hitting current and last-gen PlayStation and Xbox consoles as well as PC on January 26th. The idea of getting 16 friends to play a co-op game together is wild to me. But that's something that's going to be possible in Enshrouded. I'm not much of a PC gamer, so I rarely talk about and cover games that are PC only, but this game has me really intrigued. I mean, it's a co-op survival RPG, which is already right up my alley, but the fact that the co-op supports up to 16 players is just crazy. I can only imagine that balancing the difficulty for a game like this would be a monumentally tough task for the developers. I mean, if you play the game single player, is it going to be way harder than if you have 15 of your closest buddies playing alongside of you? Does the difficulty scale? I just need to play it to be able to wrap my mind around it. Now, the game doesn't visually offer anything outstanding, but realism and visual fidelity is far from the most important aspect of a video game. What's more important is that the visuals match the vibe of the game. Everything here looks clean and clear, and I think it works well enough. If you're interested in giving this one a go, Enshrouded enters early access on January 24th. Now, there's definitely other games that are releasing in January that I haven't covered in this video, so let me know if there's a game that you're excited about that you think should be on my radar. I do these new game roundups every month, so make sure you subscribe if you want to keep up with the new games that are releasing. Thank you so much for watching and making it all the way to the end. I hope your year starts off with some awesome gaming no matter what you decide to play. I'm Randy from Gaming Gig, and I'll see you next time.